What's up guys, it's Mohammed here again. I'm a little bit behind with the videos. I've still got a few from last week's war that I want to show, so while I'm downloading a couple from this war which we've just completed, I'll do a quick commentary on the last two I've got. First up we've got King Wittox, I think is the correct way to say your name, attacking this base with hogs. Just showing you there that the range of the air defences, a high level town hall base, the temptation always is there to use the lava loon, but I think in this case with the air defences covering each other, it's a really good option for hogs. And you can see it's quite a compact base, no real spaces for double giant bombs. So what King's done there to start off, he's detonated either known giant bomb spots. I think we had attacked this base before, or if not, then they're kind of obvious that there could be giant bombs there, so worth sending in the hogs in those locations. Good trade, remove one bomb and get the lure. And then he's using the standard attacking clan castle that a lot of us are using at this point, with the two witches, with the wizard and the two barbarians, and now just trying to create that funnel so he can get in and take out the enemy archer queen. Because if the archer queen, the defensive archer queen that is above, say around level 10, then it really is very difficult to hog the base, particularly if the defences are high level. You need to take her out first. Once that's done, you can see now he's going to release his hogs in, and there's no real double giant bomb spots, so they're just going to work their way around the base and take it out. You can see at the top there they did actually hit one of the giant bomb spots, but he's got the heal in. And I'm just showing you there's two really good heal positions, because the edge is just where the hogs are, and they're going to move forward into the heal. I sometimes see people, not a lot now, but sometimes see people dropping the heals on top of the hogs, and they'll soon move out the heal. Don't forget the heal stays there for a good few seconds, so you may as well make the most of it. Drop it ahead of the hogs, and they're another really good heal. And you'll also notice it covers a possible single giant bomb spot, so that's smart, because if that bomb goes off, it's going to do no damage to those hogs. They'll immediately be healed back up. And with it being quite a compact base as well, I mean, I'm not saying it's obvious, but you can kind of guess beforehand where you're going to be putting those heals, because the heals are quite big. You can pretty much cover all the defences. If you think of the base as being in four quarters, and in fact, if the lure and the attack on the enemy queen takes out one of those quarters, you've got 4 heals to cover the 3 other quarters. So I think that's probably a better way of looking at it, rather than thinking, right, I'm going to drop a heal on top of my hogs because they're injured and they need healing up. Drop it on top of the defences that they're just about to attack next. And now you can see the hogs have gone through the base really nicely, and it's just a clean up stage at this point. Plenty of hogs to go around and clean everything up, and he's also got a witch there doing a bit of work. So really nice attack on a pretty tough base as well, so showing you how to get it done there. Hopefully if you can do it against that sort of base, then people can learn from that and use it against some of the slightly easier bases we face. Okay, so next up we've got Celeb with another hog based attack, and I think this is a good one to show. This is the kind of base we often face in the mid range. Really quite tough defences, but not totally maxed out. Decent level king and queen, probably worth taking them out. You can see the expos are down, which is going to put out quite a lot of damage over a wide radius, but not the particularly high level walls, but that doesn't have much bearing on these raids, obviously, with them ignoring the walls. And then if you just take a look around the base, there's spots where there could be double giant bombs, but I wouldn't say they necessarily preclude you from doing a hog rider based attack, because the chances are you're going to detonate them one at a time, so you can have your heals over those double giant bomb spots. If you just think about the hog pathing, you're going to hit the one next to the archer towers there, then move and hit the one that's near the cannon, as an example. So not particularly good base to defend against hogs, and obviously when you see a base like that, your first thought's got to be, right, well, I'll probably attack this with hogs then. And I think that stems from when the hogs were nerfed a bit. A lot of people moved away from anti-hog bases and tried to make bases that they thought would resist a go wipe, perhaps hold it to 1 star, protect the town hall by spreading out their bombs. But really, I mean, a good go wipe effort's always going to get the 2 star, and all these people designing these bases have done is just given us the chance to get the 3 star with hogs again. So you can see here, creating the funnel, destroying that army camp there makes a really good funnel, obviously, and then once the king locks onto the enemy queen, the hogs can go in at the top there, jump spells down to draw some troops into the centre, and the hogs are going to start to go to work now. And there you can see detonating 1 giant bomb, and then it was a Tesla in the other spot. So not a good anti-hog base, and I think we might have attacked this one previously actually. So probably knew that there wasn't any double giant bombs for certain, but even if there was, they weren't well placed. And there, again, I recorded this one because really good spell placement, you know, see how the hogs are moving within the spell, staying in it the whole time that it's active, keeping them alive, and that means that the defences aren't going to take them down. A little bit of a shame he didn't have a heal for the end there, because they did take some bomb damage and then get taken out, but had plenty of clean-up troops, and that P.E.K.K.A working his way around is going to do the work. So another really good attack. Queen as well there on full health, so she's going to take out the town hall. Another good attack and a kind of an example of how you can take out these kind of mid-range bases. I think we're getting pretty good at taking these out now, but just something to watch and bear in mind when you're planning your attack. And also I think it's worth looking at these bases and thinking this is why we shouldn't have bases like this, because they're not effective against hogs. So if we do come across up against a decent clan, we don't want bases like this. Too easy to detonate the 1 or 2 single bombs, or just keep them pre-healed. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for last week's one. I'm going to jump ahead now hopefully and do a melee pudding Valkyrie masterclass and then recap the most recent war we've just had. Thanks for watching, guys.